Hello, my name is Peyton Clancy Fairbanks. I work with Cornerstone Real Estate, and today, real quick, I just want to talk about the 2008 recession as compared to today, and specifically here in Utah. So let's talk some real estate, and I hope you enjoy my show. So the article I want to talk about today is an article from Fortune. It's titled, Housing Bubble 2.0, Regional Housing Markets Are Beginning to Look Like They Did in 2007. Specifically, the 2008 housing crash. And so what you have to realize is that in the 2008 housing crash, the two largest factors that were behind it were people being scared that they're going to lose out on an opportunity to be able to get into a house. And so that kind of sounds familiar for sure. But the second piece of it was that mortgage companies were giving out crap loans to people who weren't able to qualify for them correctly and setting them up for failure just in general. And so what does the market kind of look like today? Well, national prices are up 34.4% over the last 2 years, or 19.8% up over the last 12 months. That is even more than it was in 2008. They were only going up like 10% in 2007 and 2008. And so you should be concerned, you should be aware, but you should also understand that things are slightly different. The Dallas Housing Fed specifically says that household balances seem to be in good order currently, while also at the same time, Ogden, Salt Lake City, and Provo, according to this article, are above 50% overvalued of what they should be. So this begs the question, what's going to cause the housing crash here in Utah? What's going to cause people to not be able to afford their houses? And the simple answer is that people are going to make less money or lose their job or something like that. And so then we kind of jump into the next question, which is, what does the employment in Utah currently look like? And what do the people coming into Utah currently look like? And we've kind of talked about this already, but the basic stats behind it are Utah is the second fastest growing state with 1.7% population gain since July of last year, and they've made 5,000 jobs more than they had pre-pandemic. So they gained the 8,000 jobs they lost during the pandemic. They added another 5,000, things that I've kind of already talked about. But the largest piece that I really want to bring up today is that currently Utah unemployment is at 2%, or 1.6% less than the national average, which should make you be aware that a lot of people are working here in Utah. There's a lot of jobs, there's a lot of people moving here, and so there's no indicators showing that people are going to have less money. There's no indicators showing that people are going to be forced to sell their houses. What the assumption is for a lot of people is that in these overvalued areas, you're going to see 5 to 10% price decreases, and then everywhere else you're going to see 0 to 1% price increases or slowing down. But I just disagree with that in general. There's nothing that's going to slow down Utah, and there's no indicators showing that. Now, could I be wrong? Absolutely. These are all things that we should be aware of. But my last thing that I want to be looking at is the second article, President Biden's plan to bring down housing costs. And specifically what it's talking about is that Biden's wanting to start financing or pumping money into more accessible living. He's wanting to make it so that financing is easier to get on places like condos or mobile homes and stuff like that. And there's more incentive for builders to build things like this. Why that specifically is going to affect Utah is that we have limited space here, just in general. There's mountains around us and there's desert, and a lot of that stuff is federal land, and so it's harder for us to expand than it is in other states just because we don't have places to build. And so as there's more money pumped into being able to build smaller units or more accessible stuff for small and medium housing, it's going to make it so we get more people into it. But more specifically, it's going to make it so more people are wanting to buy. And so my question is, the thing I really want to bring up is that if this is true, if we have so many jobs here, then we make it so that nobody's really losing any money. So there's no reason for them to be forced to sell their houses. There's no reason for them to go into default on their loans. And so we don't see the price decrease that everybody's expecting to happen in Utah. And then two, the president makes it more financially able to build smaller units to make it so that more people can get into houses. So that quite possibly demand is going to go up, or at least stay the same, then we're not going to see the huge price decreases that we did see in 2008. The market's totally different, and especially here in Utah, it's different than what the rest of the United States is seeing. So I just wanted to bring that up today. I wanted you to kind of understand some of the stats that I'm seeing, some of the things that I'm aware of. Please let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching my show. Once upon a time, there was a dumb millennial. All he wanted to do was learn some stuff so he could grow. But we all know that it just ain't so. 'Cause he's dumb because he's a millennial, yeah, yeah.
dumb millennial. Oh yeah, he's a dumb millennial. Yeah.